Welcome to the podcast, episode 95. I gotta get Nate a chair. I'm being a bad host.
No, I'm running.
He's a working man, trying to get ready to go. Oh, you're headed north, right?
Yeah, we're headed up to Old Forge Inlet area
Old Forge.
for the 4th, for the long weekend.
Have you been up there for the 4th before?
Yeah, last year, 2 years ago, I think we went up there.
Gotcha.
Went to Inlet.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna actually check the audio.
It should be a little special, seeing it's the 250th anniversary.
I bet it's gonna be like fire. I know a lot of people are going all out on fireworks. It's gonna be crazy. They advertise they're doing a giant one at the New York State Fair, which is like the largest fireworks show in New York history or something. They're doing at the fairgrounds or something. They were saying, but America 250 is kind of the theme of the show. I got some red seed and some white containers. I don't know. And
blue tape.
And blue tape on top of the seed containers to mark them for the red, white, and blue. We do have red, white, and blue wreaths at our farm stand, which are great for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and they're not just good for this year, they're good for multiple years. Hannah's grandma makes those, so we got those for sale at the roadside stand here at the Homestead Farm. So,
Yeah, how's the stand going?
it's finished. You see the trim and stuff on it and the doors?
Yeah, so you got your flags out there.
Yep. It's going good, dude. I've had some seed orders come in actually off the sign, which is cool, which kind of prompted, you had a guy ask about seed today, so that's why we kind of wanted to feature the seed orders on this Homestead Farm. So,
Yeah, how's the stand going?
yeah, it's audio sounds good. So,
All right. That's squared away.
we're going to hit the sponsors and then dive into food plots, kind of what life's doing right now. I mean, we've been busy. We haven't really even seen each other much since the last show.
No.
So I got a little fan going, so if the audio gets a little choppy, just let us know.
Yeah.
But we're going to rip the sponsors. It sounds bad every time I say it. Busy Bee Chiropractic and Wellness in Newark, New York. Go see Dr. Britt. I guess she just did some painting at the shop the other day. So she's got new paint.
I seen she made a post. She didn't like the beige color.
Yep. So she went with like a olive green kind of like my olive egg or chicken color. Eggs.
I was there yesterday.
Yeah?
I was there yesterday, yeah.
So go check them out for all of your chiropractic and wellness needs. They also have the sauna, which I love, even though it feels like a sauna outside right now. I do love sitting and slow cooking in that sauna is what I call it. So reach out to Britt today. She does run package specials on saunas and chiro visits in the same visit, and does like subscriptions and stuff like that to the sauna if you do that as well.
I was confused, didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You'll know next time.
Figure it out.
Just sit on a towel, sit in your gym shorts, sweat it out. Don't go in there, in the nude. leaving two little oyster stains on the on the wood seat in there. Keith says, "Sup, homies, Inlet fireworks are pretty good. We did those last year." So Keith was up there, but they're on baby watch basically
Yeah.
coming up. So
Yeah, we watched the Inlet fireworks a couple years ago, Keith. They were all right.
yeah, stay on baby watch and make sure your wife or rubbing your wife's feet, making her feel all comfortable.
Yeah, Keith, actually, what was it? Last weekend, diaper party?
Diaper party. Yep.
That was a good time.
Yep. Absolutely. It's a good time. So the one thing they didn't have at this party was M&R Firewood Services. Keith's got the wood from his mom, but I told him, I said, hey, you should have went to M&R Firewood here in Phelps and grabbed it after shooting one of these days at Heritage. For all of your firewood needs, they're going to have firewood available at our roadside stand. They're waiting on a new wood rack, and they're going to put a wood rack out there as well. So we'll have firewood available at the stand too. Courtesy
your stand?
M&R Firewood. Yep.
Nice. That's cool.
So kind of expanding out, branching out.
It's nice of you to allow him to put a stand there.
Yep. So, and then we'll talk about the man who's ramming and slamming, Pierce Metalworks. Took a night kind of off of the shop to come have a show tonight.
Yeah. Wow. I worked extra in the shop
So you could come out.
so I could catch up on other stuff and do a show tonight. But yeah, Pierce Metalworks, all your welding, fabricating, machining needs, get a hold of me.
Actually, remind me, I have something I want you to kind of make a model of and see if we can figure out a better way to do it. Because I think it works good, but I think we can make it better. And some improvements with it, with some Pierce Metalworks magic with it. Phelps Fire Department, shout out to those folks. We got to figure out if we're going to do our chicken barbecue again in September or how we're going to do that.
I don't have time as it is.
Yeah.
We'll try to fit it in.
Yep. I don't know. I was thinking about maybe doing it in combo with like maybe Heritage's Hunter Shoot or something that they're going to do and do like a combination of the two. Kind of piggyback with an event that's going on.
We'll do the food.
Yeah.
He supplies the shoot.
Yeah.
And we'll just be 100 proof Heritage.
Hunter barbecue.
Yeah, Hunter barbecue. That'd be all right.
Yep.
And we could still do a giveaway.
Yeah, we can do giveaways. I've been perusing the sporting goods sections at Tractor Supplies.
I see some boxes over there. Some a few blinds.
Yeah, so the blinds were actually donated by Gary Miller. Those were donated for our youth events and fundraisers. He said use those blinds however you want to use those. He gave them to us on straight donation. So thank you, Gary.
Yeah,
and thank you for the invite for coming to shoot tonight. I was like, I've been on the road since 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock this morning because I had to drop Nora off at my parents. Go up show a property on Butterfield Lake.
I'd like to go shoot around with, I don't know, you or everybody.
Maybe beginning of next week when it's cooled down a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to go shooting this.
Yep. So Heritage.
I'd like to go shoot a round or two this summer.
Yeah. So thank you, Phelps Fire, for keeping us safe, and we'll see if we're going to do an event there this year. If not, reach out to them for family get-togethers, reunions, barbecues. They got a clubhouse, kitchen, everything like that. So reach out to them. Heritage Outdoor Sports, like we were just talking with our archery. They got the archery league going this summer. It might be a little late right now to get on, but you still could probably get your 8 shoots in before September something. And have the date written down for the shoot-off and everything like that for it. So if you're interested, go see Mike. And if you just want to shoot the course, just pay your phone fee and go shoot the course.
Shoot the course.
Yep, absolutely.
That's pretty much what I'm doing this summer.
Yep. And then Whitetail Properties, I've been on the road, and I will be on the road for like the next 3 or 4 days in between 4th of July get-togethers and stuff. For all of your buying and selling needs for homes on acres, recreational ground, farm ground, timber ground. Also have our auction service, Ranch and Farm Auctions, as well, to help folks no matter what your goals are when you're selling your parcel, whether it's to bring it to auction or put it in the traditional listing sense. Work with the folks that live and breathe land. And like today, for example, dude, I was riding on a boat to go show a lake access only property, 150-acre beauty up in Jefferson County. Then I stopped by and met an Amish fella, bought a picnic table from him, had him sign a purchase agreement contract.
I saw that. I figured you were waiting for me to show up to help you get it out.
I was.
After I saw the feet sticking up in the back of your truck.
Yeah. So I bought a tulip poplar picnic table from David Miller, who's buying one of our.
I like those tulip trees. They're pretty unique.
And the grain on this one, dude, I went down his row. He had like 12 of them laid out. As I'm signing the paperwork, I was like, hey, let's pull this table over, sit under this tree. So we signed the paperwork on that table, and I go, I think I might buy one of your tables. Can I go check them out? They're for sale, or are they pre-order only? He's like, oh, no, you head on over. Go check out the table. I'm like, all right. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, yeah, that one's kind of got a knot on the bench seat. I don't want it to break out. And I'm like, this one's got cool grain on the top. Put a stain on it. It'll really pop, I think, with some of that different grain color. So I picked that one, and that's the one that's in the back of the truck. So Hannah doesn't know yet, so she's got a present, too, when she gets home. Got to keep Mama happy. Rephotographed my listing up in Cayuga County. That thing is full of deer sign. Actually jumped a deer. Was bedded in the old corral pen where the little farm and barn used to be on that property. It was bedded in the wooden corral pen, and it couldn't get out. And I'm like, I thought it was a fawn, but then it runs out, and I'm like, oh, there goes a good-sized doe. She was bedded up in there, and dude, it was like matted where she'd been laying there in the shade. So, rephotographed that. Dropped by another potential listing property on the way.
What's that one going for, or asking?
We're about to do a price improvement on it. It's listed right now at $65,000 for the 16 acres.
It's not terrible.
Nope. We're getting ready to do a price reduction on it. Wanted to get new photos on it.
Is there a pond on it?
It's got some wetland woods in the back. No pond on that one. But I think you could probably pretty easily put a pond on it.
I know.
There's actually a good spot on the edge of the power line that would be really good that I went around with my truck today.
There's a guy I know. I work with him. He might be watching the show right now. Actually, he is. He messaged me. He said we're both ugly.
Oh well, hey.
But he says
that's why we put it as an
wants-
audio only version too, so you don't have to look at our faces.
He wants a property with a pond.
I think you could build one on that one pretty simple. We do have a couple with ponds listed
That's not
right
a bad
now.
price for 16 acres.
Yep.
For just-
Cayuga
I
County.
don't think he wants to build anything.
It's
on
got-
it. He just wants it to like work dogs and
You could put a pond
just
on it.
hobby ground. Maybe like put a
Um,
camper on it and camp there. or
There
something.
is a new one that just hit the market today in Naples, 9-acre with a pond.
I think he wants it more local.
Okay. Gotcha.
More
Sure.
Wayne, Ontario. I know Cayuga's probably Seneca, right?
Reach out to a land specialist and get somebody working, and looking every day for you for land.
Oh, he comes over. He keeps talking to me about it.
Well,
Why
you gotta
don't
give
He's
him
the
a-
one that messaged me with the seed. I'm like, Ben does the seed.
and the land sales. I mean, do a
I
little bit
agree.
all.
I'll be the middleman.
So Whitetail Properties helping you any step of the way with it. And then we are a 100 Proof Podcast. We got the seed that we'll talk about. But I want to talk about.
Also, K&M. Drop K&M in there. We
I
gotta
was just gonna say that.
We gotta thank K&M for donating this bottle. And you're the whiskey guy. I'll let you.
Yep. So this is a single malt whiskey. It's a little bit different than our traditional bourbon that we usually have on the show. This is a General Washington single malt. Comes in at about 106 proof, so pretty decent. 10 Mile Distillery, which is out of West. Gosh, I can't pronounce it. WASSAIC, New York, distilled and bottled. So it is a New York single malt. So appropriate for the American 250. They do have bottles of this available in the store, but they wanted to give us one for the episode tonight. So, what do you got, baby?
Just got a notepad.
A book? As Nate's struggling to get the cork open.
I'm having problems.
Oh, this is very pretty. Is this your frog bag you did the other day? Your puppet? Your frog puppet? I don't know why, dude. I don't remember them ever doing one of these with us, but it's a paper bag puppet.
I did one, but it was a frog.
I think that's what this is, isn't it? Or a bear, maybe?
I don't know.
Is it a bear or a frog?
All right, you ready?
Cork pop.
Weak.
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 That was a little weak on the cork pop.
Maybe it was me.
That's
I'm not
just-
an experienced cork popper.
It's okay. It's okay. So we'll give her a little taste. Your mom will be home any minute now.
So we'll give her a little taste, talk about her, and then we'll probably roll into your seed you got sitting here, right?
Yep. So, actually, we could talk seed, let that sit for a minute, but
Let her breathe.
yep, let her breathe. So that's available right now at K&M. They got it in the case. Ask about it or any of their great whiskey and bourbon selection, and tell them the 100 Proof guys sent you over, Ben and Nate.
Oh, we watch TV.
Okay, you're going back to watch Bluey on the TV. You got it, baby.
She just
This
came
is-
over to check on you, make sure you're still
Well,
all
she's
right.
been at Grammy and Grandpa's all day. She's been hanging out. She was looking at the trees that we're gonna plant over there. So that's one of the projects we got coming up. But anyway, food plot seed for this year, we have our 100 Proof staple mix, and then we got the 100 Proof spring mix or clover mix, however you want to refer to that as. For the pull my
We
pricing
just
up.
call it the spring mix.
For the spring mix. We have the Brassica blend, like I said, that's got 5 different kinds of brassicas or turnips in it, plus the crimson clover, for a little
Now-
bit of dual seating.
All right, never mind. I'll add mine when you're done explaining everything you got.
Yep, sure. So we got quarter acres are available for $30, half acres for $40, and then the full acre for $75. But included in that is your $5 deposit, which pays for the container. It's actually the cost of the containers, and that doesn't matter if it's a quarter acre or the half acre size. They both cost $5 basically. So you bring your container back, you can take $5 off of that sticker price. Or if you're like Bill Harvey and you have like 20 containers of mine to bring back, you can get like $100 back.
Way to go, Bill.
Yeah, way to go, Bill. Big depositor last year, reducing our waste.
Big recycle guy.
Big recycle guy. Thank you, Bill. So yeah, the Brassica blend's getting ready to go in anytime now, late July, early August. I wouldn't really say before that here for New York as a rule. And if we do get into that late August, early September time frame, we can talk about different mixes or kind of shift that mix a little bit with some varietals that more kind of fit that niche of a shorter planting window. 2 acres. Ooh, part of the big.
I got a lot.
Part of the big.
I got a lot
Plan?
of outlaw plot going in.
Okay, I'm good with outlaw plots.
And
And yeah,
I got that tower blind, like perfect on the hill
Yep.
for late season.
Yep.
I want
100 proof.
where I shot the muzzleloader buck last year.
Yep, the holiday buck.
I'm going to try and
So I think with that we'll put
Do that.
we'll put forage rape out there, radish, and maybe some Vivint. We'll go heavy on that. The Twister is a more bulb variety one, and a couple of the other Brassica varieties. We might trim and modify that. Like I said, with a later planting date, we might play with that a little bit. And then we
the
have
100 proof mix works good for the outlaw plots.
it works good for the outlaw plots too. Is just the straight run, absolutely. And then we have the Nitro Boost one, which is a little bit heavier in brassicas, brassicas, clovers. And then we have the chicory one, which has chicory in it, obviously. But that's perennial and annual clovers, so you're getting the benefits of an early establishing annual and then a long-term perennial if you're going to keep that clover plot going for many, many years. That's a mix of Ladino, Bearcat, Red, Berseem, Crimson. I'm missing one. They're all in my seed mixing room.
Ladino.
The Ladino's in there. Yep. 2 different species of Ladino, actually. Well, 2 varietals.
The little white one that grows in your yard all the time.
That's Dutch clover.
That's Ladino Dutch.
Yep.
Is it Ladino?
It'd be white. I've always called it white Dutch. The super low growing stuff that tolerates low mowing. But we want like big leafy, like Ladino, Pinnacle, and I'm trying to think of the other varietal of that Ladino. I just call it Ladino 1 and Ladino 2 when I put it in there. But yeah, so the only difference with that is the clover's a little bit more expensive. Clover pricing this year is sorry, I'm blanking. For the perennial, it's 30 for the quarter, 50 for a half. And then acre pricing or larger pricing, just let us know. Also have straight chicory available as well. So yeah, but the perennial powerhouse is our bread and butter clover blend. That's 30 a quarter acre, so that's the same, but the half is a little bit more. So you don't get as much of a price break on that one for the half acre. And then if you're looking for bigger quantities, or we can custom measure that for your specific acreage, which is something I highly recommend with the brassicas. Not so much with the clover, you can overseed that a little bit or save some for frost seeding. But both of those blends are really good. We've leaned on them pretty heavy. Also can get wheat, rye, and oats if you're interested in that. That's going to be a week or so. What's that? Barrel stave. It's going to need a week or so lead time on getting the order in, so don't call me and be like, I need it tomorrow, because I don't keep any of that in stock because I got to keep the mice out of it. But if you give me a week or so heads up, I can get you wheat, rye, or oats as well. I do have 3 bags of buckwheat left if anybody wants to do some late planted buckwheat. I just put in more corn than I figured I was going to use this year, which is good. The corn looks phenomenal, dude. So we really got to take a little drive over there and check that out. So, but yeah, I think that's everything with the seed blend. And they're not going to look exactly like that. This is just 2 varietals that I have pre-measured for storage purposes, so they don't get damp or anything like that. This is one of the Brassica varietals, and then on the far side is the Bearcat medium red clover that has an inoculant on it, which is why that one looks red or pink, however you want to call it. So, what do you think of the single malt?
I gotta say, if George Washington was a whiskey, that's it. Smoky.
Oh, that's
a
smoky.
little burnt. But then
It's got that, like,
at the
peatiness.
end you get a little sweet.
Yeah, I got groove on all that.
Look at that. I'm a whiskey connoisseur.
I do like that description, Nate. That smoky front end. I don't know their process with that, but that's a solid one. If you're looking for an American single malt, usually they have more of like a chocolatiness to them. You know, the malted stuff, hence the malt. You get some of that flavoring with
Go
it.
great with some barbecue.
Oh, with that smoky influence in it.
Yeah, this would go great with some barbecue.
Yep, 4th of July
If
special.
you like to pair your whiskeys.
4th of July special. Go grab yourself a bottle of George Washington. I think it's a solid pour.
General Washington.
General Washington.
I'm assuming it's referring to George. Yeah, because that's George on the front.
Yep. So, and it's a New York distilled and bottled. So it's a New Yorker. So pretty cool. Trying to figure out what the 57 is on the back of it. Revolutionary whiskey by 10 Mile Distillery. I wonder where 10 Mile is. Well, where Wasak. WASSIAC. Anybody know where that is in New York? I'm curious now. That sounds like something over around Albany area. Like
Yeah.
Capital District.
I was going to say like Catskills.
Or Catskills, I could see that too. Downstate, maybe.
But either way, so
And it does have that little bit of New York raisin undertone that I get with New York stuff. Just a little hint of it. In the middle of the smoky and the sweet.
I guess tell us when we should be planting these things. We kind of went over a little bit about the Brassica blend.
Yep.
That's late July, early, and really any time in August. Even late August,
You're in good shape.
you're all right.
Once you get after Labor Day, though, you're kind of pushing it. We're going to have to play with that varietal a little bit. I would say your rain forecast and your weed control is more important than your plant date, if that makes sense.
Plan on rain within 48 hours.
You can stretch that a little bit if you're no-tilling it or outlaw plotting it, because it'll be kind of protected with some of that duff or leaves that are coming off of the bean plants and stuff like that. And that kind of provides a nice little greenhouse, actually, in those beans in the outlaw plots.
For those of you that don't know what an outlaw plot is, it is broadcasting this Brassica 100 proof blend into the beans once they start browning.
Or if you got heavy browse pressure along the edges and you got a lot of sunlight coming in,
Woodchuck damage.
woodchuck damage,
Those little
flooded out
pockets,
spots, the flooded out spots, that's your
That's-
outlaw plot. Money.
You go in there and you can fill in what the farmer couldn't.
Isn't going to harvest.
And use it to your advantage. Worked great for me at 1 year.
Yep. I've
2
killed
years
deer.
ago when
I've-
it was beans.
Yep. That's what we're going to fill in our empty spots in our corn.
Willie came out.
Yeah, he was
on
in the
that
X. Or no, that's not Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Willie. Okay.
It was Willie. Liza had a shot at him opening day. He came out on the, because I planted the outlaw plot on the
Along
edge
the
of that
edge.
bedding area, and she got her shot at him there. He was, I don't know, 150, 200 yards out,
Mhm.
and she hit him. It just wasn't a good hit. We ended up lining up with him later, but
Yep. So,
but yeah, worked great.
Dustin tuning in, one of my buddies from college, says, "What's up, boys? Ben, you getting out here next month to do some cutting with me? I got to do cutting with you. I got to potentially get up and do some cutting and maybe mini X work for a guy in Forestport. I'm trying to get stuff lined up. Luckily, I don't have a busy planting schedule here in August because most of our stuff went back into corn this year because we finally get it to corn. Because we need a holdover year, kind of intermittent off of our Brassica plots from last year because we didn't do corn last year. So it kind of double hit corn. So last year we were going to plant X acres to corn and we had to do Brassicas. So then the stuff that was going to be planted to corn this year got kind of almost doubled up, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some of that scheduled. I'll know more by mid-July or end of July what we're looking at for schedule. But this month, dude, I got Tim and Heather going out of town, so the whole territory is mine. Well, not mine, but I'm covering the whole territory right now for the next 2 weeks. And then we have like, they're back in town for like 4 or 5 days. And then we go right to our national sales meeting. And then that always takes a week or two to catch up. So July's looking pretty busy for me, but I think August we could get out and get some cutting done. If it's just a day up there or maybe 2, we could probably do something like that. And then Forestport, getting up there doing a day of cutting, or maybe just a day of mini X work, or combo of both too. Maybe I'll combine that with a trip up there with Nora and Hannah, because that's right in Forestport. So that's not too far from like Old Forge and all that stuff either. Not too bad. So, Dustin says, I've only ever no-tilled brassicas, always had great luck. Yeah, we've done more no-till on the brassica side. Oh, you want the other honey? Oh, yeah. American honey for America 250.
Happy 250, everyone.
And that's the last of the American honey bottle.
Ben's been putting a hurt on it.
Well, the podcast, that's usually our warm-up, is an American honey.
I like the American honey. Used to be Bird Dog, which is still alright every once in a while, but
Yeah.
American honey's a little smoother. Easier on the gut.
Yep, for the sweetness with it. But yeah, the brassicas is great no-till. Biggest thing.
you introduced me to that.
Biggest thing
And,
is
I like the no-till. Well, I scratch up the surface with my drag and then
yeah. So you're a minimum tillage. You're not a deep till.
No.
It kind of
maybe a ½ inch to an inch.
yeah, which works out really good for brassica sized seeds. So and then the planting date for like your perennial powerhouse or the chicory blend, variety of that.
So we kind of got a little off track. So August,
Yep, late July.
late July, August
Mhm.
for your brassica mix. Now we're talking about the spring mix.
Yep. So now you're switching into the springtime planting. Obviously, your frost seeding time
Now,
frame works good.
Could you plant this in the fall?
Absolutely, would love to plant this in the fall.
So it's like grass seed.
Yep, you could do it fall or spring. That's why it's a spring mix.
Trying
So
to
I
relate
like.
to something everybody would know.
Yep, I like the fall planting more with it than spring planting, and we'll kind of say why real quick. So with the fall planting, you could put a nurse crop with it, so you can lean on your wheat or your oats or your rye when you plant with it, and you're planting that around Labor Day or so. You can plant it as late as October. Your goal for that though isn't tonnage this first year; it's giving it a good base and foundation going into the following spring. Is with the fall planting. The spring plant can work out good as well, or frost seeding it can work out as well, but you don't get that nice head start going into the spring green up the next year. It's starting as a brand new germinating seed with frost seeding or a springtime planting where it's fighting all of these other weeds that have been established in that plot or perennial grasses. So you might have more issues getting it to establish. You could be hitting right now where we have like a drought, where those young seedlings, if you have a garden, if you've ever done a garden, and you get that little seedling that pops up and you forget to water for a few days, and then you go back out there and they're all gone, just because they withered and died. Same idea with a spring planted plot or a late summer plot. So clover and stuff doesn't do that well in the summer. And definitely, if you're looking at your clover plot right now and it's 90 degrees out, do not mow your clover. Flashing like sirens. Public service announcement.
Alert, alert.
Alert, alert. Do not mow your clover in July. You're better off if you can get it up high enough to mow the grass off or some perennial broadleafs in it. That might be okay. But we did all of our clover mowing high right in the dough stage of our grasses, so timing is key too. But right now, if you're mowing during the grass seeding out, you're just spreading your grass seed all over your clover plot, for example. So look at your timing, get out there, look at your plots, and make good decisions. Now, when I say dough stage, that's when the grass almost pops like a pimple when you squeeze it. Same thing with wheat, rye, anything like that, because those are grasses too, or grains. So that's a good time to mow because that grass is essentially through its life stage and most likely will not rethrow another seed head this year. So don't mow your clover right now. We like a September, like Labor Day is a good time to mow. Usually we don't like to mow in June unless it's low mowing like clover for like weed and grass control. We're not mowing like goldenrod or anything like that. We're not mowing that till like July or August for turkey poults and other things like that.
I sprayed all my goldenrod.
Yeah.
I burn it to the ground.
Yep. Well, you got that new plot going in.
With chemicals.
With the new plot going in, makes sense.
The donut plot.
The donut.
You love the donut plot.
I do like the donut. We did a video on it. If anybody hasn't checked it out, it's over on the YouTube page.
You're going to do a donut plot.
I'm thinking of a good place to put it. We'll see when Dusty or Trevor get back there with the dozer. They're supposed to come out here after the 4th of July and get the trails tuned in. So I'm kind of trying to push it actually toward the end of July. So like there's...
You kind of do have a donut plot first trail.
Yeah, it's got like the island in it and stuff, and it's kind of
It's just
long.
like-
It's like boomerang shaped. It's like a boomerang donut.
Boomerang donut. Look at the croissant.
Yeah, so that's got the clover on top looks amazing, and then the corn going down the hill looks so that's going to have a pretty good amount of brassica. I think that's because of the way I was going up and down with the drill. I don't think I was getting good penetration with the cutters planting the corn. So it's learning. So we'll be doing some videos from the corn plots about what we learned and didn't learn, or learned and then are going to do different, I guess is a better way to put it. With the county drill, the new 6-footer is awesome, dude. I think you got that Ford, right? The blue one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll run it. I think that'll run no problem. That's got a rear set of hydraulic
What is it?
controls,
Ford,
right?
20 horse?
No, I think it's like a 30. It's got to be a 30 something.
No, it's a 2000. Whatever that means. Ford 2000.
It's not a 4000.
No, it's a 2000.
Ford 2000. Somebody's gonna comment and be like, "That's well." If my dad was watching, he'd be like, "That's a this."
Well, usually with the 20 in the front, it's 20 horse. And
A Ford 2000 is a 39 horse tractor.
What's that?
Oh yeah,
It's a gas job.
Yeah, you'd pull that. I bet you'd pull that. I mean, you wouldn't be able to go up and down
Ben,
the
I
hill.
need land. You got to find me cheap land.
Well, we were just talking about the Conquest listing there on Duck Lake Road.
We'll be talking here soon.
Yeah, so
The next few years, we'll be talking about something.
yeah. I think there's some good opportunities coming for that side of stuff with the land. Yes, baby.
Well, the opportunities are always there. It's the matter of
budgeting.
having the money to do
Sure.
it.
Sure, it's the budgeting and planning with it. But how do you get what off, baby? Oh, you gotta hold. You remember, you gotta hold the burger. You gotta hold the burger side upside down like that. You can do it. Whoa! You gotta hang on to it.
Boy.
So we got spring mix. We kind of covered that. Hey, you gotta hold the burger bun. See, gotta hold the bottom piece.
Yep, so the spring mix, you plant fall, spring,
Yeah, do it.
frost seeding more or less.
Yep, frost seeding or fall planting with wheat, rye, or oats is how I like to do it primarily.
Brassica,
Daddy, I want to
late July, August.
Daddy, I want to sit in my chair, Daddy.
You want to go sit in your chair?
Yeah.
Okay. You say hi to everybody.
Hi, Abby.
Hi, everybody.
You tell them your name.
My name is Noah.
Your name is Nora. Yep.
Dimo, Daddy.
Yep. And who's this? Who's that?
That's a good night.
That is Uncle Nate. Very good. Very good. You gonna go watch?
I gotta sit in my chair.
Okay, you go sit in your chair, baby. The joys of being Mr. Mom. What chair? Oh, I love it.
Figure it out.
Yeah. What else we got? It's been a couple weeks since this new deer season regulation change, and all the groups on Facebook are all blown up with comments and thoughts. We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and comments as well with it. What have you been hearing from folks, Nate? Do you think more people are for it or against it? Think New York is crazy? What have you been hearing? Or from people at work, friends, whatever?
They don't care.
Nobody cares?
They're still gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's literally the attitude I get from everybody.
Yeah, no,
I'm still gonna hunt the way I hunt. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I had a couple people that are still they've heard about it but are unsure, and I'm just curious on how New York is going to roll out these regulation changes so everybody knows about them, because I'm still talking to people that are like they changed deer season. They changed our tags. What do you mean? Like, do I like have to shoot a doe during gun season to get my gun buck tag? I said, no, there is no more like gun buck, bow buck. It is antlered buck tag with your tags
For all seasons.
for any and all seasons besides the antlerless season. That's the other thing they keep saying on the DEC website. Besides the antlerless season, it's a why can't they call it a doe only season like every other state? Anyway, you can't use it during the antlerless only season in September, but as soon as Archery 1 kicks off, if you have killed a doe in your antlerless only season in September, you can have two antlered deer tags on day 1 of archery season, which for us is October 1st, and I think
And for me, it's a beautiful thing.
yeah. So we always said that, my thing is I'm a little worried about
I mean,
2 tags during gun season
I can
for
ha-
guys. That's my only.
if things work out, I could watch a lot more Packers games. If things work out the way they're supposed to.
You just smash 2 in the first week.
Just smash 2 in bow season and then gun season. And
I picture the.
I'm gonna take a nap and watch the Packers game.
There was I forget what it was. I think it was an HRS Strut video back in the day with Eddie Salter, where he kills a grand slam of all 4 subspecies in 4 days, and he goes 4 in 4 days, buddy. That's all I picture.
That was almost me last year.
So yeah, I mean, in theory, you could go out and get, where we are especially, you could get multiple doe tags.
And you can kill both your bucks in the same day.
You can kill both your bucks in the same day, same sit.
You could sit on one hot doe and kill 2 studs off of her.
The only thing, like I said,
The old buck parade.
the only
coming
thing
through.
I'm a little is giving people the green light for 2 buck tags during firearm season. That's where it's like, it's a double-edged sword, because, is that going to hurt it? I mean, time will tell, and my thought with that is, do they have good enough data points previously to support if there is any measurable change that happens after these regulation changes that are going to really show?
It's probably gonna have to.
Dustin said, when is Nora getting her first bow? That's a good question, Dustin.
The one you got on, she can have.
Yeah, probably. A good little hand-me-down bow. That'd be cool.
What is it? A little,
Is that a bear?
yeah.
I think it's a little bear.
He's
Mine
kinda
was a bear
upgraded.
brave growing up.
I just realized I trimmed my beard exactly the same as you.
No, I don't have that. I just don't grow a lot on my cheeks. I used to do that, and then
I
handed
know,
it.
but I got like the whole chin thing like you do.
Yeah, my chin's always been thicker.
Just going for more of that goatee. But I screwed up and I nicked right here. Because
So
it
you had
does.
to trim it out?
Mine comes down and connects into my lower.
So,
You know what I mean?
so Hannah doesn't like any facial hair, just for the record. But the compromises is I got to trim the corners of my lip because she doesn't like any goatee connection or handlebarring. She calls it the tails. She's like, I don't like any tails. So that doesn't get to be there, and
Does yours connect though?
it will.
Yeah.
It
You
will.
want it to connect.
It's just thin, but she doesn't like it. Yeah, she doesn't like my tails. So, anyway, and then the rest of it in the cheeks and chin or whatever.
She likes the head.
And then I keep the neck beard.
She likes your head.
She doesn't like any of it. If it was her way, dude,
She doesn't
I'd
like
be
any-
clean shaven. I'm like, no,
She doesn't like anything.
no, I'm not a fan of that. It took me
can't.
it took me 32 years, Nate, to grow this facial hair. I don't want to take it off again.
I think, yeah.
I took it off for when we got engaged. You remember when I trimmed it all off and I got baby faced for like.
You still have a baby face if you shaved it all.
Yep.
Man, we got some. Oh, Dustin's lighting us up.
Yep. So here we go. We got Dustin weighing in on this. I think you'll start see guys putting their tags on their buddies' doe, which will give the DEC false numbers in terms of doe harvest numbers. Or some guys will start identifying as Amish. Actually, funny story.
I think people are just going.
I think people are going to hunt the way they've always kind of hunted. And
I know a lot of guys that are just specific. Like a lot of the serious guys are just specifically one buck, and once that buck dies, they have no interest in really hunting again.
sure, I could definitely see that. Dustin says, sorry, Nate, my wife's making me watch this soccer game. I think you're tuning into us more than the soccer game, so we appreciate it, Dustin. I don't know, is the U.S. playing right now? I don't know if that's part of the World Cup thing
I
going
don't
on
know.
right
I
now.
saw something pop up said Mexico's winning it all.
Bob was talking to me the other day about the World Cup, and I'm like, Bob, I don't know anything about soccer. He's like, oh, speaking of soccer, can you help me move the goals for YMCA
Oh,
soccer?
yeah, I saw your post.
So yeah, so there's a couple things. What's up, baby?
I got this.
Oh, you're a squishy bunny? That's cool.
I got the guinea pig.
Okay, go ahead.
So what's he sorry about?
I got the guinea pig.
I don't know about blowing it up. Maybe
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
same with blowing it
because
up.
he was.
thinking we're blowing it up. No, dude, you're good. We love the conversation.
I meant it in a good way, positive.
Yep. He just sees the little feed screen over here on the
And
Facebook
it jumped
page?
like 5 times, and I
Yep.
was like, "Holy!"
Yep.
I don't know what we'd do if we had more than one person comment.
Yep. We'd be so backlogged and missed everybody's
I know.
thing. I just want to.
If your mom starts messaging in again, I'm gonna be completely lost.
Well, since Hannah's not home, I'm assuming they're still at this cookie decorating class thing that they were doing tonight. My mom and sister and my wife were doing.
But anyways, the whole
Like reporting your buddy's doe, I don't think there's going to be as much of that as you would think, because all it's going to take is for somebody to falsely report their deer and then they lose their license. So if you're going to go out and harvest a doe, just go out and harvest a doe.
I think there's I don't know. I mean, if
And
you,
I'm waiting
if you
for
shoot
more.
a buck and then your buck tag you don't have one. And then you see another one you'd like to shoot. I know guys that are going to shoot it. I know guys that
I know guys that would have shot it even if it wasn't an earn a buck for your second buck tag.
That's what
You know
I
what
mean.
I mean?
Like I feel like nothing's gonna change. Like everyone's just doing whatever
And same thing, I
they
don't
want to do, and then the back of their head, you have your honest people.
Mhm.
The rules do keep a general population of people honest, but for the most part, what are your chances of getting caught if you have the willpower to keep your mouth shut and stay off of social media? Who's gonna catch you?
It's a fair point.
No one.
That's a fair point. If you're processing your own deer,
No one's gonna know.
yep. Just like nobody knows currently.
You know how
with
many
anything
houses
like that.
there are probably out there with just racks in their basement?
Me and so I'll drop a name here. Me and Joe Arbogast have said this for years that there are guys probably locally and probably more than we know of
Whether
that there's just a basement full of deer and not like tag deer, but just full of deer or barns
Racks.
full of deer and racks.
whether they're
And you just never
skulls
heard
or
about them.
probably just skull plates because it's
Yep.
easiest.
Yep, skull plates or euros or whatever. Like that guy showed up to Runnings a couple years ago.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy, that's one of them guys. Maybe.
Oh, just
Or I hope he's just a
Unbelievable
straight
deer.
killer. But yeah.
he could have been.
I think
Ben
he could've
gave him the
just-
benefit of the doubt. I liked the guy.
Well, he's hunting a really good area too.
He
He's
showed
up
up
in
in
Menden.
camo with a Dale Earnhardt hat. I'm thinking he wasn't that stealthy, but maybe he is. I don't know.
And he killed them all except for one with archery equipment, and the other one was a muzzleloader or something.
Well, he's like killing them in city limits or something.
He's
wasn't
killing
he?
them in Menden. There's Menden bucks. So there's giants, dude. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and all it takes is the right 10 acres in Menden. You could be killing slammers every year. Takes just the right
I mean, my
10 acres
uncle
anyway.
shot a 170 in Menden.
Yep, sure. But we talked about that forever, dude. That there's guys that like they probably do put down 4, 5, 6, 10 good, solid New York State Northeast
But
Big
then
Buck Club
again-
quality bucks every year.
But then again, they're shooting quality bucks.
So my thing is, dude, is like always, friends and some family maybe will be able to come out and shoot some does if we need it. But like last year, dude, we didn't really need to kill does because we weren't seeing our 5 or more. I think our recruitment rate is pretty far down, honestly.
And then you got the guys getting up at 3 a.m. They're out there shooting button bucks.
There's guys.
They're out there.
Yep.
They don't care.
They're hiking 2 miles in on public, and they're killing button bucks.
They want to eat.
Yep, let it eat. I got tags in my pocket. I got empty
Or
freezers.
not. Or not.
And that's how it's
Roll the
always
dice.
been.
It's always been that way.
So, I just,
So honestly, I guess what I'm saying is I don't think the rules are going to change anything.
and I don't know if DEC is going to publish numbers that are going to show any effective change with it. I mean, you can always say people are going
80
to abuse it, but people have always been abusing it.
80% of people kill one deer.
I think that's what, it's less than that. I think it was less than that. We should actually do that
80%
before
of the
next
hunters
show.
only kill one deer. They kill one deer, whether it's a doe, a buck.
I think it's less, Nate. I thought it was 60% based
And they're
on
done.
the harvest
That's it.
reporting.
They put the deer in the freezer and they're done. That's majority of hunters.
Yeah.
And majority of hunters, I think, only hunt like 2 or 3 days a year.
Yeah. No, 100%. So, all right, here we go. Harvest estimates. Here we go. Harvest estimate of deer this year.
So what was the we did?
63% of hunters harvested one deer this year. But this is with crossbows going into full use during the archery season, and I think we're getting a lot of gun hunters transitioning over to the archery. But are
Which
we
I-
keeping the gun hunting numbers as a result of that? That's my question too.
Which
I think we're going to lose gun hunters by switching to crossbow.
Which I think with introducing the crossbows, you're gonna obviously, I think we all can agree on this, increase the kill during bow season, but there's still only that many deer out there.
Mhm.
So I think with introducing crossbows, I would be interested to see the numbers from last year with the initial crossbow being implemented. But I feel like maybe gun numbers would drop a bit and bow numbers would kind of make it up.
Yep. So these are just kind of the quick snapshots of the 2025 deer season numbers. 530,808 licensed hunters in New York State. So that's small game, big game, that's combined total. Out of that, 85% participate actively in deer hunting, meaning they go afield at least one day a year, by their estimates. So that's a lot of folks. But only 63% of those, according to last year's numbers,
You got a
harvested a
calculator?
deer. Yeah, sure do.
So I gotta do the math.
Okay.
Unless they break
What's
it
the math?
down for you.
What's the math?
I don't know, whatever your big number is, and
530.
63%.
808.
Times 0.063.
No, it's just 0.63.
Yeah, that's right.
So 334,409.04. So we'll round it up. 334,410 hunters harvested one deer.
Now these numbers are with the DEC's estimate, or these
The
are actually
estimate.
reported.
This is the estimated reporting, which
All
we
right.
always go back to.
So the estimated reporting is doubling the reporting.
And allegedly, and this is why I thought 50%, because our 5-year average for New York State is 49% estimated reporting of harvested, deer. So that means that they thought that based on their estimation numbers, 49% had a successful harvest over the last 5 years. So we saw, allegedly, a 14% increase in harvest success by hunters. Now, that doesn't mean we killed more deer. That just means that we killed a higher percentage per person, if that makes sense.
Which, judging by what I'm seeing and how the year's going, I think it's going to be a good buck year this year. and I think we're gonna have a very high kill this year.
So
I think it's gonna be a good, just around the state, a good year to hunt in New York.
So this is my problem with New York State's estimation of reporting. So if every hunter the successful ones only killed one deer, so that doesn't count if you killed 2 or 3, that skews the numbers. If it was 334,000 hunters harvested a deer, so 334,000 deer, only 12,385 harvested deer were checked by a DEC field staff individual. So literally, to get to that 300-some thousand supposedly harvested, the DEC only personally checked 12,000 deer. And then they're taking this based on the paper reporting and online phone reporting to get to this magically established number, which, if they're using the same formula, keeps the same level of bias or difference, if that makes sense, year after year after year, as long as they're not changing the formula, if that makes sense. If you're still operating with the same variance over that time, you're still going to get the same projected variance. If that makes sense? Follow what I'm saying? But you're only checking like 12,400 deer at check stations. Where is the other 320,000 supposed deer harvest? That's how many people are reporting their tags? Like, I don't know. Like,
well,
I'm trying to see them. It's estimated.
Half of that is reported.
Maybe.
Well, they said they doubled whatever was reported.
Oh, yeah, with that one report we wrote, that they're basically doubling down on what was a reported
if
harvest.
150,000 deer were reported that year,
They estimated as 300.
300 is the kill.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I wish there was better clarification.
And the crazy
on that.
thing is, we're shooting that many deer, and that's not including roadkill. That's
Nope.
not including, like, sickness. That's not, because it's out there.
Wounds, injuries, natural
Wounds,
occurrences.
natural predators.
Acts of God, of a tree falling in the woods and killing a deer.
Predators.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Choking
saying,
on an acorn. I bet it happened. It's happened.
and yet, there's still so many of them.
I mean, dude, we're hatching baby chickens right now out of our incubator. And Hannah calls me today freaking out because, like, 3 of them jumped in their brand new water. They're brand new babies. They jumped in their water and they were freezing cold. And, like, Hannah said they were barely, like, breathing and they were, like, all shriveled up and shaking. And I'm like, yeah.
It's called
Sometimes
natural selection.
So
It's called natural selection.
Is there a right or wrong answer? I don't think so. I just think there needs to be a better reporting system, and there needs to be a better education among hunters, which is what we've kind of always stressed with this show, is just educating folks. And, like, we, for example, have like a 5 or more rule. Or if you're like got a small property, let's say, and you go out and you don't have a large deer population, and you shoot 3 or 4 does and a buck or 2, and then go, next year, where'd all my deer go? If you killed every deer off of that property and aren't making it more attractive with food plots or additions or whatever,
Or you're just not
then it
hunting
can't
smart.
support that. So, yeah, we're not hunting
Or
as
your
smart
neighbor got smarter.
and started doing it better. It's also possible. You
They're
know,
gonna
there's also
If
there's
they do that, then
and-
they're going to pull more deer.
and that's the other side of
They're
this.
going to hold more deer if they're hunting smart.
It's just like, you know, you get a million different opinions on social media. You get the people that are like, our deer numbers have never been higher, which is the guy that's doing manipulations or is in a higher deer density area. And then you have somebody that also comments, and it's like, the deer numbers have never been worse. And it's like, they're hunting the same white bucket on the same base of this
I
hemlock
think
tree.
deer numbers in this area in my lifetime
And
have
steady
never
if not
been,
gone up.
have never been better.
Steady if not going up.
Drive by any field right now.
Yep.
Well,
So-
that's granted because the beans are nice and
Beans or alfalfa or hay or whatever.
they're all
But-
over it. But
Honestly, dude, like, if you're looking at it at that aspect, you know, people are like, oh, we're gonna shoot all these does out. I don't think we will. I think it's gonna be almost the opposite effect. I think if you
you can't.
over extend or
You can't.
overload the opportunity or the availability of tags, you're going to effectively kill less per hunter and less per active days of field because they're going to be more picky. They're going to be like, hey, do I really need to kill that doe right now? Other than maybe to get my second buck tag. But like you said, a bunch of guys are just going to be like, maybe they don't eat that much meat. Maybe they don't eat 2 or 3 deer a freaking year. I talked to somebody the other day. I said, we eat probably 3 or 4 deer a year. And they looked at me like,
Most people don't.
that's a
even
lot
eat,
of deer.
Most
And I'm
people
like,
don't even eat one.
yeah, exactly. So what are you going to do with 3 deer?
And
then
honestly, I mean, we probably eat 1, 1.5, maybe 2 a year.
Yep. We probably eat 3.
During deer season, we're like all about it.
Yep.
When the like everything's fresh, and then you get closer to the next deer season, and it's almost like things start. Summer,
Yeah. Summer's
Summer.
jerky time.
Summertime really puts a damper on the venison eating because there's less
Steaks.
crock pots, there's less oven time.
I save my steaks for the summer.
there's
That's my difference.
well, yeah, there's steaks, but
That's it though. Like you said, you're not gonna go when it's 95 like today. You're not gonna go up in your kitchen.
pastas,
Yeah, you're not gonna get up in your kitchen and make a big pot of pasta or meatballs or something like
no.
that, or tacos even really.
It's just not really good venison food chili.
Yep, no chili weather.
Everybody makes venison chili.
Yep.
No one's doing that in the summer.
Not very
Besides Roger, the guy I work with. He puts potatoes in his chili.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever had potatoes in my chili.
Yeah.
Beans, corn, peppers. I mean, obviously stuff like
I
that.
said it's not even a chili then, it's a stew.
Yeah, it's like a
You just turned
spicy stew.
you just turned it into a stew.
It's a chili soup.
Actually, he doesn't do it, his wife does.
That's cool.
Did once, and we picked on her ever since, and she hasn't done it.
I'm good with it. But yeah, dude, like you're not doing like a big roast in the oven. Like you're not like it's steaks on the grill, maybe a batch of tacos, and then jerky. In the
I mean,
summer.
you could mix up some burgers, venison
Sure.
burgers.
Yep. Which
Throw them in there.
a
which
little-
are good.
a little
I
inside-
love venison burgers.
a little insider tip that I like to do for my venison burgers is
Montreal seasoning on top.
Montreal is big. Ooh, Montreal's killer. But you put an egg or 2 in it, and it helps that meat stick together like a meatball
Oh yeah, yeah,
for making that burger.
yeah. It's kind of like a meatloaf.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of make like almost like a little meatball
You could even
patty.
add some like breadcrumbs.
Yep, you can do a little breadcrumb too to help it stick together. Because that's what somebody was saying. They're like, "Well, I try to do burger, but I use the burger and then like it doesn't stick together, it falls apart." I'm like, "Well, you need a binder. You need like breadcrumbs
Mayonnaise.
or mayonnaise or something to kind of thicken that up to make
Mayonnaise is just whipped eggs.
Yeah.
And mayonnaise adds flavor and fat to your venison.
that. Yep, especially if you're running just straight like ground venison and not adding like pork fat or beef fat to it. It's another good way to add some other, oomph
And it moistens
that.
it.
and doesn't let them dry out. Yep. So
No mayonnaise. The egg works good.
so.
Well, what do we got? Up, Dustin's back.
2 slices of bacon diced up with straight ground venison salad burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I can hammer that.
I used to when I was doing my own deer, and then life hit and I got busy. I made bacon burger. I would buy bacon ends, smoked bacon ends, and I have
Dice
the
them up and
ratio
mix in
written
there.
down at my house. And when I was grinding the venison, I would throw the smoked bacon ends in there, and so that's your,
Mix it up
that's your
good.
pork mix.
Yep.
Everybody loved it. I mean, I had people calling them heart attack burgers because it is heavy on the bacon. But
Yep. The venison. It's something about that pork fat. I'm a bigger pork fat cut with my venison burger.
I like beef.
I know you like beef.
I like the beef fat in my burger.
Daryl usually runs out of pork fat, or I don't think he buys it. I think he just tells me he runs out because I'm the only guy that probably requests pork fat in my burger.
Probably. Everyone else wants beef.
But no. But that goes back to our other thing is, would you maybe shoot more deer if you had, and you needed to do it on your parcel, let's say, or your property, and there was actually a place to take it to donate it?
Yeah, donation centers, definitely.
So that's the other big thing that I that needs to come of this is just the opportunity to help kitchens, soup kitchens, or community churches, or food pantries,
Which
with
is the way to
venison
go
donation.
because if you donate the animal,
Yep.
they take it in there. They skin. I mean, you have to gut it, but
Yeah.
they take it in there. They skin it. They process it, and they give it to the homeless, food
Needy
pantry,
families,
what
yeah.
are needy families. That's great. But around here,
We don't have one.
There's a lot of people around that could use that, but then you're like, all right, I gotta pay $120
Oh, for a process?
to process it, and then just give it away.
$100 would be, I would say, the minimum.
You know, the average person, that's rough.
Yeah. No, I would say that, and I think, what was it last year we looked it up? Dundee
Yeah, I think you
was our closest one.
Nora's a purple pop.
She doesn't care what they are. There you go.
What
do you say?
Owen and Maisie will not eat the purple
What
one.
do you say? What's your manner words? Please and thank you. Very good. Yeah, I was just gonna look that up for venison donation centers. Because I know the other one that used to do it, but they're not even cutting this year supposedly, is Serendipity, like down 96, almost to Farmington. They're not even cutting deer anymore, I guess. You know, so there's not even, oh, that's bright. There's not even as many cutters.
Talking about the guys that just do what they're gonna do. What about the deer process jumpers? They bring a couple deer here to that processor. Then
Oh,
they'll bring
yeah.
a couple deer to the
Sure.
other next processor.
Sure.
Then they'll bring a couple deer over to that processor. People are smart now.
Okay, so here we are. We are in Ontario, Wayne. What else is maybe close? Seneca. If
Seneca's closer than anything else.
Seneca would be the next closest. There are 0 donation centers for Wayne or Ontario County for us. There is one in Seneca County in Romulus.
That's not. How far is Romulus?
Romulus would be south. It'd be like Seneca Army Depot. Is Romulus. Sampson State Park.
So you're
40
talking-
minutes.
Yeah,
40 minutes each way.
I was gonna say a half hour.
And then
plus.
Cayuga County is Moravia, which is an hour. Those are our closest ones. We don't have one in Wayne or Ontario, which is the counties that are producing large numbers of antlerless deer. You know, there's one in Avon, there's one in Livingston County there as well, Genesee County. I mean, there's areas that also have high deer densities, but like, there's not good donation centers. Wyoming, I mean, each county's got a couple. This is the other one that was close. There's 2 of them in Dundee that take in Yates County. But still, it's Dundee. That's 40, 50 minutes for us. Not counting from our hunting property. That's just from where we are right now.
I think you and me, we quit hunting, and we just processed deer and start a donation center.
Yeah. Yeah, Nora, what's up?
Ben's like, that ain't gonna happen.
She's like, turn around. What do you mean, turn around?
How much money we could make on a processing?
Well, so that's the thing, is like, it's all donation with Venison Donation Coalition, which I don't know if. What do you want, a wrapper? That's what you were asking for. I'm sorry. So I wonder if like Daryl could do it, or like even
wants to get paid.
well, you still get paid for it. That's what the Donation Coalition does, is they get donations from hunting sale licenses to pay for the processing. You don't pay for the processing when you donate.
Right.
Yep. So
I
when
just figured it was volunteer work.
No. So the Venison Donation Coalition, if you're part of the program of list of processors, they will pay you the processing fee to process that deer.
There you go.
So
What
like,
about the people actually cutting the deer? Do they get paid?
yeah, that's what I mean. They pay the processors. So
Daryl. Could be another source of income. He can barely keep up with what he's got.
Dustin says, I've heard of a couple guys shooting deer just to turn it into dog food. Not a bad idea if you have a lot of does to shoot. I mean, dog food is expensive. I mean, I give steak trimmings and stuff like that to my dogs. You know, they finish out the pans and stuff like that with our stuff. I don't like to give them a lot of like seasonings and stuff, but like generic cuts of like meat when I'm
Probably
trimming
just-
silver skin and
he's
stuff.
probably talking. This guy's probably just feeding a ground burger and
Yeah, ground end tips and stuff like that of trim.
yeah.
You know, which I'm sure you can do trim stuff, but I'm sure there's other people, dude, just like that buy bougie dog food. They'll give them freaking back straps. I think those people should not be allowed to hunt, and they should give the back straps to me, and I'll give them pound for pound ground.
You ever made jerky out of a backstrap?
I know you did.
It's amazing.
It did melt in your mouth. I will say that it was very good, stripped out, which was what 1 or 2 years old. 2 years old.
That one,
Yeah.
Daddy. I need that. Throw that in the trash.
Okay, I'll throw it in the trash.
Throw it.
Here you go. What do you say?
I can't believe we're already at the hour mark.
We are at the hour mark. I was just gonna look at what else we had on the agenda for tonight. The hunting season changes was on that list.
We touched on that.
Yep. We talked about the America 250, which is coming.
Look
up
at George. Look at his face. He's got a compass in his eye.
Here. Yep. So
The
we
North
talked.
Star is in his eye.
We talked about the bottle from K&M, which if you're interested in that or any of your bourbon, whiskey, or 4th of July party needs, go swing over and
It could be because I'm on
Check 'em out.
vacation, but I liked it.
I think it was good, dude. I think it was
I
a
don't-
solid single malt.
Well, I'm not really big on a lot of whiskeys, but I did like that one.
Your description was spot on. It tastes more like a scotch, like a malted scotch than like a malted whiskey to me. But it might be their mash
It
bill.
tasted like things I know. Smoke, burnt, dirt.
You do get a little earthiness with this one too.
Very earthy.
A little peatiness.
I
with
feel
it.
like George Washington was there.
I bet Keith would like this one.
He?
I invited him over tonight. He got all sweaty shooting at Heritage, and I was like, "You sure you weren't just like watching Cops or something?"
He's funny.
Yeah.
I want his tractor.
That little John Deere.
Yeah, I want that thing.
Well, I'm sure he would love to hear you say that.
I did. I told him. I said, "You ever sell this? You call me first."
Yep.
I said, "Unless someone else took claim." I said, "I'm putting it on it right now."
Other than that, for summer updates,
Throw
we got
that in the trash.
we got a summer donut plot. You got juice in there. We got the summer donut plot that's got to get planted. We got some brassicas and stuff that got to go in. If you're interested in food plot sales, let us know.
That'll be at the end of the month.
Need to know one.
And the
Need to know one.
I should go in there and drag it.
This is
Got to pop that stand up too.
Yep, Stan's
I
got to
do
go in.
that.
It's 95. We should go do it tomorrow. I know you're leaving.
Ooh, Liza's working in the morning.
So am I. I'm at the college tomorrow. So we'll figure it out. I know we got time. I do have like 1 or 2 newsstands I want to put in.
I gotta set up and figure out all my cell cams. I've never done it before. So I gotta go in there and like set them up and like program them and
Well, we can do that too. Pick a day. Figure something out. We
I
also
don't know.
have a new infinity bottle. That's going to be the new Ben Shot infinity bottle.
Brian at work runs them, so it can't be that hard.
What's that? Oh, your cell cams?
Yeah.
We got our new infinity bottle
He's a spy point guy.
that I won at the archery shoot.
Daddy.
Yes, Nora.
Daddy, stop talking.
Stop talking. Why? What's up?
Oh yeah, little George going in there.
Yep.
What are we doing? A 2 count? 1, 2.
Yeah, we'll do it.
One Mississippi 2.
Sure, that sounds good.
2 Mississippi or just 1 Mississippi 2?
No talking.
2 Mississippi.
Let America speak to you, Nate.
What's a good American number?
250.
Number 1.
Number 1. Back-to-back World War champs.
Daddy, I
1 Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
2 Mississippi. There you go.
All right, first in the infinity bottle is the George Washington. Hey, take a breath. We're almost done. Okay?
Freezy Pops are a trigger for Nora,
Yep.
if anybody's wondering.
Most kids. I mean, we're also getting
She
closer.
probably already went through the ones I got her for her birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What else we got? Anybody else's comments?
I want the blue
hey,
one. I want
hey.
the blue one.
Hey,
Hey, take a breath.
hey, deep breath. Do you know how to do deep breaths?
Okay.
I want the blue
Can you tell everybody? Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. See you next time. Very good. All right.
Are we coming here?
Are you guys coming here? Coming back?
Are we coming here?
Always
Owie?
coming? Yep. We'll have to get a play date with Owie.
Yes, we need to do that.
All right.
I would have rethought my plans a little bit if I knew you were that excited to play with us.
That's okay. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight for 100 Proof. We'll catch you next episode, probably 2 weeks. Hey.
I want a blue Phoebe Bob.
Okay, we're going to do that.
Blue.
Can you say goodbye to everybody and tune in next time?
Nora, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
That's Owen's favorite color.
Let's use your favorite color. I blame Bluey. But
See you, everybody.
all right, guys. Have a good 4th of July. Be safe. Be responsible.
Drink beer, blow shit up. 250th.
Yep. America.
We're doing it America
Say
style.
bye-bye and wave.
If you lose a finger, it was for America.
Bye-bye.
All right. Back it up, Terry. See ya.